light, come on in, come on in. Peace and light, come on in. Come on in here. Come on in, come on in. It's an amazing Lover's Day afternoon. We're going to really talk about something interesting. Come on in here. You know what to do when you get here. Hit the love button, hit the share button. Let somebody know that the Alchemist, oh Lord, the Alchemist is in the building today, y'all. And we're going to talk about sex. Welcome to Magic Up TV. I am your host, 70 Alchemist. Here's where we talk about love, we talk about law, we talk about all things. There's nothing off the table, you understand. And here's what we say. Life is easy. We make it hard. Come on in here, family. No, I gotta get this finger work. I gotta get this finger work first. You know what I mean? Y'all know how I do it. As above, so below. You know what it is. Come on in here. Come on in, come on in. I want to know, show of hands, for those of you who are already in the building, how many of you have participated in the art or in the ritual practice of sex magic? How many of you are familiar with sex magic? How many don't know what sex magic is? Who does not know what sex magic is? For those of you, we're gonna catch some of y'all up. Alright. So, a simple explanation or a simple definition of sex magic is pretty much any ritual, right, or any magic practice that involves sex. It is to be thought that the orgasm is one of the most powerful ingredients on the planet for magic. You understand? That life force, that orgasmic energy is one of the most powerful forces on the planet. When we look at archaic diagrams, archaic pictures, we look on the walls of the pyramids, we look on in different archaic artifacts and things of that nature, we see a lot of sexuality from our ancestors. A lot of sexuality. The world was being formed back then, and they needed all the help they could get. You understand? But now, the practice of sex magic, or the practice of such, is so taboo. Not many people actually believe in it. Many people don't even understand what it is. So let me kind of explain. In a particular form of sex magic, this is where you and your partner, right, you're either deciding on something collectively, or you're trying to manifest something individually together. You say individually together? Yes. There's an old parable, whether two or more are gathered within the spirit, they're the universe, or they're the creator, or their God is in the midst. And when we're talking about sex, sex has the ability, sex is the only thing that can bring an actual person into the realm of life. You understand? Like, there's so much that we can do in life. There's so many different ways of doing shit, right? There's so many different ways. But the only way to have a child, the only way to bring life from out of another portal, from out of another universe, the only way to do it is with the semen and the egg. It's the only way. You can try to do other things, but I'm going to promise you, the only way you're going to bring life onto the planet is semen and egg. That activity that creates that being, right? It was never meant to go in a test tube. It was never meant to be passed to another person in reference to her egg, right? These things are modern sciences. These are modern sciences. But the ethereal, the astral, the earthly alignment that takes place during intercourse, it's the only time two or more individuals can be one. All right, here we go. Y'all understand? You can get married right now. You can be married for 3 years. If you never had sex, that marriage is what? It's null and void. It didn't exist. Sex. Now watch this. What if the power that we use to bring another being into this realm of existence was powerful enough to do other shit? Now, this is the most powerful thing you can do on the planet, is bring forth life. That's the most powerful thing you can ever do, is bring forth life. But imagine if both of you all, or however many it is, imagine if both of you all decided, you know what we gonna do with this energy today? Baby, I've been asking for a different career path. I've been asking for investors to come and bless my business. I've been asking for the right production company. I've been asking for all of these things to take place. And I want you to help me manifest it. This is the reason why we're together. This is what they don't want us to know. See, this is the reason why they stopped polygamy and polyandry and all that shit before, because too many people knowing this in certain types of relationships, that's way too much power for a couple to have. That's way too much power for a throuple or a quadruple. That's way too much power for them to have. Imagine if you really knew the science of this sex magic. So how do we activate it, Seven? I'm glad you asked. How do we activate it? So let's say that you're my mate. For you, sister, hey, what specifically would you like to manifest during this moment or doing this ritual? And we get very specific. I tell you what it is that I want. You tell me what it is that you want, right? Now, we can light candles. We can have your favorite fragrances. We can have, you know what I'm saying, petals, flowers, stones, however you want to make it. Look, because some of y'all, you know what I mean, them stones, y'all stone workers out here. Some of y'all fire workers out here. Some of y'all, you might just want, you know what I'm saying, tubs of water around you. No matter the element, you're tapped in. The goal is to be completely tapped in to whatever the circumstances around you. If it's elements around you, if it's just your mate. For me, I like to hold hands before we get started. I like to look you in your eyes. Let's start chanting a little bit. Raise the vibration. Raise the frequency a little bit, right? Then, as we have figured out this vibration, right? Once we've come to a comfortable state where that vibration is where we want it to be, we figure out a code word, okay? Now, this code word is very important, because you are the only one who knows when your orgasm is reaching its highest point. You understand? Only you know this. So there's one of two ways you could do it. You can decide to hold whenever you're orgasming, whenever you're getting to that place of rupture, you can decide to yell out your password so that your lover either slows down or comes to a stop for a minute. You understand? So that you can build it up and build it up and build it up and build it up, right? One of the ways to do it is to see how long you all can continue without rupturing. You understand? How many times can you get to that place of bust, scream out that code word, and then find another way to connect, to bring it down, and then go back. You understand? We're playing with frequencies. And it's all based upon Your energy is all based upon what you all are deciding to do in that moment. Are you deciding to hold it, or you can decide to not hold it? And once you're getting to that place of rupture, you are yelling that password out to the universe. You are yelling that code word out to the universe. Strawberries and mango! Who's? And you are giving it the absolute, all, I'm talking every ounce of energy. I'm talking, you are yelling that thing to, they can hear you on Mars. Woo! One way of doing it is, if I know my partner is trying, if her desire or of what she's got going on is going to require a little more energy than what I'm asking for, then I'm going to do this one at a time. We're not going to please each other in the same moment. I'm going to go ahead and go for you first. I want you yelling that word out. I want you losing your absolute mind in euphoria. Because see, once you're able to leave the plane, once you're able to leave consciousness, listen, this ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. You are supposed to be giving your lover the amount of frequency to bring this magic into existence. You're wanting that for them. They're wanting that for you. It's not you asking for what you are desiring. They are assisting you in unlocking this. So it's not about you getting yourself to a certain place. It's not about like how y'all are normally doing it. No, this is a ritual. You understand? So you may want to start with the breath of fire. Sitting down in Indian style or cross-leg style, looking into each other's eyes with the breath of fire, either holding your palms. Because listen, sex magic is about intimacy. It's not just about intercourse. It is about the energy that you and your mate are remitting in this moment, using your intimacy as the generator. You understand? So if you're doing the breath of fire, and I'm secreting this energy from my palm. You understand? She's secreting this energy from her palm, and we are here. You understand? However you want to do it, mouth closed, mouth open. There are no rules. You get to make your own rules to this. But there is a purpose. There is an alignment. There is a reason we are doing this. So we want to do it together. You don't want to be doing the breath of fire over here and he meditating over here. Now you're not in the same, you understand? He's quieting energy down. You're amping energy up. You want to be on this. If both of you all are going to meditate, then both of you meditate. If you're going to do the breath of fire, both of you do the breath of fire. You understand? You may even want to do it in front of a vision board. You understand? You may want to do it to an audible that you all have recorded. This magic can get as deep as you desire. Both of you all can decide to make a recording, an audible recording of your desires, right? Make it an MP3, load it into Apple Music, load it into your iTunes, loop it. So one person got the loop on one of your phones, Then on the other phone or on another audible or another audio device, you've got Om music playing in the background, right? I want you to see the combination. So now you got frequencies from the music, you got frequencies from your verbal desire, you're butt ass naked in front of each other, so your skin is already, you're ready for that skin on skin contact. Your energy is flowing into each other. You're either holding hands, you're gazing into each other's eyes. You understand? You're gazing into each other's eyes, or you're doing a breath of fire. Your palms are facing each other. You can even be holding each other and whispering into your ear before the intercourse begins. All of these things is to amplify the magic. Now this word has been charged. What's your word, babe? It's bananas. It doesn't matter what the word is. But the fact that I know the word, now every time I hear you say that word, I am going to go into the most highest frequency and try to match wherever you sent that word. I'm going to shoot my energy into the atmosphere. So imagine that word being a rocket. You shot it out into the atmosphere. It's going to Mars. It's going to Pluto. I know that's where you're going. I affix my energy with you. Take off. The point is to travel as far as you can in the same energy as your mate or as your lover. These intertwined energies, they break through reality. They break through doubt. They break through circumstances. You understand? Because you're asking for something actual to take place. And you have intertwined that energy. You all now are on one accord, absolutely. And with the force of the divine nature, you have shot out that manifestation into the universe. Now, everything that obeys spirit, everything that is in obedience to your ancestors, everything that is in obedience to your obedience and your alignment starts lining up. And this shit could be as immediate as within a few hours. It could be as immediate as within a few days. You fuck around and some shit happen overnight or within a week and you like, huh? I've manifested cars. I've manifested homes. I've manifested bands. I'm talking thousands of dollars. I've manifested new circumstances. But there first must be a believing mind. Then secondly, a willing participant. Magic are for those who believe. You understand? And for those who do the work. This is why sex is a sacred ritual. This is why, this is so, sacredness, when we're going to get it. I'm going to do a video. On why not all sex is sacred. I'm going to do a video on why not all sex is sacred. However, sacred sex is sacred. And if that's the only sex that you are interested in having, it's the only sex that you should probably participate in, because nothing else is going to serve your purpose. Speak life and positive affirmations towards your goal while climaxing. Absolutely, that climax is the pinnacle of magic. You understand? Anybody got any questions? Peace, peace. Anytime you have sex or self-pleasure, you can do sex magic with self-pleasure. You understand? Now, I don't necessarily call it self magic, and I don't necessarily call it sex magic if it's self pleasuring. I have different rituals for self pleasure. The sun salutation, moon salutation. Those are the two most powerful that I have. Then I have a water salutation, a fire salutation, these type of things. The reason, I don't necessarily consider self pleasure as sex magic is just because of what I identify. Um, you know, Sex by yourself is one thing, um, but another individual, there is no argument. You know, if you are able to choose spiritual beings, if you're able to um, mate with a spiritual being, then you understand exactly what I'm saying. You can be as spiritual as you want to. You can get that thing off. But another spiritual person in the mix of that, I mean, we're just talking about mathematics now. You know what I mean? We're just talking about mathematics. So today on Lover's Day, I wanted to talk about sex magic because so many people will fuck up your wet dream today. They'll be like, "Hey, y'all know where Valentine's Day come from and this, that, and the third." But let me also share with you this. It does not matter what you believe in reference to Valentine's Day and all of this. If you are of magic, then you understand the algorithm of things, right? So if I don't necessarily follow Saint Valentine's and all of that, but I do understand magic, and I do understand it's millions of motherfuckers out here today expressing their love, then that means that the spirit of love today is at an all-time high. Now, yes, there are some people who are depressed because they don't have love and all that. However, the ratio between that is more people celebrating this day of love than there are those who are cynics. So as a sorcerer, right, I'm able to tap into this energy and then magnify it within my own magic, within my own vessel. And then if my mate is able to do the same thing, don't down it till you try it. Some people be like, "Yo, that sex magic is full of shit. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. That ain't real." I don't argue. I just do my work. I'm not bothered by who believes, as long as my mate is in agreement. We finna get this work. These rituals are here to help us shift our lives, to help us live better lives, to help us live more healthier, more, you know what I mean? That's the original purpose of all of these rituals. And then it expands outward. The best sex magic to have is with a person who loves themselves. Oh, Jesus. See, we can't be having sex magic to try to get you to love yourself. Now we talking about sex vampires. Because if you don't have nothing to bring to this exchange spiritually, you understand? Then that means that all we're about to do, I'm about to give, you're about to take, and this isn't going to work too well. We need to be able to be at some point on some type of same page, spiritually, energetically. You understand? Manifestation wise, right? If I'm trying to manifest leaving your ass, and you trying to manifest us being closer, that shit ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here. What you want to manifest, baby? A divorce. What you want to manifest? That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. What you want to manifest, baby? I want to manifest a larger house. Ooh, me too, baby. Me too. That shit ain't nothing but numbers. Ooh, let's manipulate numbers. Huh? That ain't nothing but a career change. Ooh, let's manipulate the career change. That ain't nothing but a few more copper bracelets. Ooh, let's manifest some new clients. All of this stuff is simple. The moment you identify what it is you need. I love y'all. I love y'all. Store this energy into your energy bank. Absolutely. Work that energy. Transmute the energy to your will. Absolutely. The only sex that will satisfy. Listen, um, so much happens. So much happens in sex. So much happens in sex. Let's talk about in a relationship. So in a relationship, I'm having a desire that only sex, because a lot of people are like sex ain't important. Y'all lying. Sex ain't important. Y'all lying. Right? Because I can get hungry and anything will do. I can get a cookie, you know what I'm saying? I can get a steak, get some shrimp, right? Sex is the same way. You with your mate, you do a little quickie. Ain't nothing. It's a Friday night. You feeling horny, you know what I'm saying? You want to get loose. That's cool. That's fine. But the moment you decide, hey, babe, let's manifest. That just took sex to a whole different. It took it to a whole different level. I got 160 miles per hour on the vehicle that I'm in right now. The average speed limit, you understand, is 65 miles an hour. Why the fuck do I have 160 on the dash if 65 is the average? 80 is the max. I ain't never seen a 100-mile-an-hour speed sign. Why? Because these vehicles, they were built to do much more than your government allows. You understand? They're built to do more. So are you. You and your spirit, you and your body, you've been built to do more. But we're just bumping around. We're just fucking around. That's all we're doing. We don't realize it. You didn't even know that your body could go 385,000 miles an hour. You ain't even know that you could leave the atmosphere. You didn't even know that you could astral travel. You had no idea that you could go into the universe and pull shit down out of the stratosphere. You had no idea until you did. And then once you realize that this magic got some power to it, how do I amplify it? It ain't too many people that can tell you how to amplify it outside of the other things in nature. We were the first amplifiers of our own nature. It's why they gave us male and female, so that we would have enough energy to continue to work. I love y'all. I love y'all. Make sure you share this video, you understand? As above, so below. May all things be balanced and well alignment. Dua, as I send this love and this light to each one of you. I was gonna do a video instructional. I was gonna do a video instructional on some sex magic techniques. I thought that might have been a little too much for Facebook though. So we might have to do that in person. You know what I mean? Some instructional illustrations. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Make sure y'all share this video. Have some sex magic tonight. You know what I mean? Let me know how it works out. Manifest your most optimum desires. You know what I mean? There's no ceiling to the universe. All things are possible. It's up to us to know it, then to go after it. Using and utilizing whatever tools and whatever cheat code the universe allows us to have access to. I love y'all. Peace and light.